What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Studio 13, where we are making nightmares real. And tonight is going to be a very special reaction because we are going to be reacting to a clip from a show that I just recently started watching called Tales from the Crypt. Now, for those of you who have not seen this before, I definitely recommend checking it out. And for those of you that have, I'm sure that all of you will enjoy this. Now, my dad has seen this show before. Dad, what do you think about it?
Well, when I was a kid, I watched this. I enjoyed watching this show. If you like horror, it's cool. The thing about Tales from the Crypt is it's like mini horror movies, and they're creepy, but I don't think they go overboard with gore. From what I remember, it's been a while since I watched them. Or watched one, but they're interesting. They have the same kind of concept in the beginning. They have the creepy guy with bones that y'all, if you haven't seen it, y'all are going to, I'm sure, recognize, or the ones that have seen it will recognize him. The ones that haven't be like, what's going on? But don't worry, anybody who hasn't seen this yet, he's only in the beginning. That's it. He's kind of the symbol of Tales from the Crypt. So he's what makes it. But I've always enjoyed it. I do. Because, like I said, it's not that gory, from what I remember, but it's scary. And it's kind of, some of them are kind of dumb, and some of them are edge of your seat horror. So we'll see. This specific one, I don't think I've seen it. Because I haven't seen a lot of them, but I've seen enough to, understand what they're about. So let's go ahead and see what happens.
Okay. Now, real quick, one thing I do remember isn't his name the Crypt Keeper?
I believe so, but I don't want to say that like I'm saying I don't know, but that would make sense. But I don't know if that's the buggy guy, right? In the beginning, yeah. Okay, I don't know, but I think so. I think that's what his name is. But anyway, he's not in much of it. But I think you guys know. I think y'all like it. And don't forget, if you like it, subscribe, share, comment, like. Okay, let's get some share. Let's get some subscribers going for him in his channel. And if you know anybody who likes the stuff, share it with people that like horror, that have heard of this and have never heard of his channel. Share it with people. It's very simple to share. I mean, you just hit the little share, and you go through. It pulls up your phone book, and you just go through and send it in a message, and his name automatically pops up in the messages. And with his channel name and everything, share it. Let's get this word around so he can build more and more and do more than just reactions, more than betting things. Maybe we can even get some more of a variety. We want variety. But share. I can't emphasize enough. Sharing it goes a long ways, and it's not hard to do. But they've got to be into horror stuff. I mean, don't share with somebody who doesn't like horror stuff. But at the same time, if they do, if you know somebody who does, somebody you don't even barely talk to, share it and see what they think. But yeah, we worked really hard to put this stuff together, so let's see what we can do, okay? And let's get some comments. See, we got one comment from our last subscriber. It was pretty cool, so let's see what we can do, okay? Anyways, let's see what we got in store.
Alright, so just one moment, and we will get right into this.
Okay.
Alright, Tales from the Crypt, Episode 1. And the link to the original video will be down below in the description in case you guys want to check it out.
So this is the very first one. I know it just started you off, but I'm going to be real quick about this. This creepy guy right here, the bone structure, this is what makes Tales from the Crypt. So real quick, super quick. So those of you that have are familiar with Tales from the Crypt, you'll notice him. Those of you that haven't, he's not going to be in the whole movie, but this is, he starts in every episode, but he's not throughout the whole entire movie. But this is the character I was talking about. So, just to give you a heads up real quick, that's the guy I was talking about. Alright.
Fellas, when I think of their childhood, all those cute little maggots, our story is about a man with nobler ambitions. He likes to kill human pests, and he does it in front of an audience. Now that's entertainment. So hang on to your hats, kiddies. This one's a real shocker.
What do you think so far?
Yeah, I mean, so far, from what I remember, I actually like this.
You've seen this one?
Mm-hmm. I've seen the full episode.
The Man Who Was Death.
That's right.
The Man Who Was Death. Okay. See what happens. Man Who Was Death.
Charlie's gonna die in a few minutes. One thing Mr. Ledbetter ain't thinking about is Joe Saylor, his old boss. You see, one day Charlie had a half pint of vodka for lunch. He got to thinking about how they turned him down when he wanted that raise. And he felt real bad about that when Charlie did. He'd been working there for about 7 years and he didn't have too much to show for it. So he went down and got his cold blue 44 out of the glove box of his Chevy, took it up to Mr. Saylor's office.
Okay, he's either got to be in somewhere in the South, I'm going to say. I'm going to assume that, and I don't know if we'll ever be able to prove this, my theory wrong or not. He sounds like Mississippi, maybe Louisiana, but I don't know if he's got a real hard Cajun accent. I can't tell. Some people in Louisiana have that kind of accent, like Cajun accent, that sound like that. But I'm going to say out of Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana. I don't know if it would be Tennessee or not.
I'm betting on Louisiana.
Okay, let's see what happens here.
2 slugs went into Sailor, 3 went wild. Last one went right through a glass wall into a secretary that's passing by. Got it right behind the ear. Killed him big as hell. Kind of a lucky shot, really. About the only kind of luck Charlie Ledbetter ever had. I guess right about now, Charlie Ledbetter's starting to think pretty serious about that Valley of Death. He's thinking about that rubber diaper they give him to wear. Wondering if he's going to crap all over himself when I juice him in a couple minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
He will.
I'm assuming he's the one that's going to get electrocuted.
More than likely, that's what I'm thinking.
Now, did they say he ate somebody's head? Is that what he said?
I didn't catch that part. I didn't hear anything about eating someone's head. All I heard was he had taken I think they said a 38. It was some kind of gun he took out of his Chevrolet.
38 is his 30 special, which would be it's a revolver.
Yeah, apparently he took out a few co-workers because he'd been turned down for, I think, a raise from what I heard in the show.
Okay. Interesting. So, but he's the one about to get fried.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. Wow.
Right. Yeah. First thing you got to understand is when it's their time, all these big tough guys go yellow. Crying and hollering and screaming, blubbering, the governor's gonna call and all that. Well, I've been here 12 years and the governor ain't called yet. People say the damnedest things about electrocutions. They say eyeballs pop out, they say black blood comes out your mouth. They say you get all foamy like a rabid dog. All that's bullshit. It ain't true at all. Nice thing about electricity is it's clean. Of course, I have seen a few head smoke after it's all over. Smoking head ain't very pretty.
How far are they going to walk? I mean, I get that you have to go a distance for an electric chair, but it seems like they mean like 10 turns. It's a prison. It looks like a small prison. I'm trying to read the patches, though, to see where they're at, because he said yellow, and that could be Alabama, Mississippi. I think Louisiana says that, in a sense. And I'm not knocking anybody out there for the accent or anything. I'm just, I'm trying to figure out yellow could be, Tennessee, I'm saying, I don't think people in Kentucky, I haven't talked to a lot of people in Kentucky. I think the word yellow, Y-E-L-L-A, obviously, is either from Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, or Louisiana. I don't think it even goes to Georgia, I don't think.
But the way that he said governor sounded like something I've seen in a movie that took place in Louisiana.
I'm thinking strong, either Alabama, Mississippi, or Louisiana is where I'm thinking strong about. If I had to really narrow it down to either Mississippi or Louisiana, if I really had to say, okay, you only have two choices, I'd go with Mississippi or Louisiana. I'm trying to see to see if it says the state, because if it's a prison, usually I want to say prisons are run by the state. It would say the state on the patch of their arm. I'm just curious of where this is at. I mean, it's not the biggest, if I don't find out, oh well, I'm just curious though.
Wait a minute! Just wait a minute! He's gonna call! The devil's gonna call! He's gonna give me a thing! Yes, he will! No! He's gonna call! He's got to! He's got to!
I'll knock it off, Charlie. You're being some damn chicken shit. You killed somebody, now you're gonna do the hot squat. It all evens out, don't they?
Why are you doing it?
No. You can tell me most executioners never look prisoners in the eye. Afraid they don't get spooked or something. Not me. I always do.
Dang, that's rough.
Yeah.
Now you're all ready for your Regulation 2 jokes the state requires.
I
think we should proceed now. There's been a word from the governor.
Yes, officer.
As I enter here, for the sense of my own holiness, may the blessings of God who makes joy.
It's a big right.
Hmm?
No! No!
Unworthy though I be, may my entry be blessed by you who are holy, you who are merciful, you who abide in good Father.
They say electric current so fast the brain gets cooked just as soon as it switches throat. Prisoner never feels a thing. Well, I'd hate to think that was true.
Why did you do it a second time?
I don't know. Most movies I've seen, though, they usually do it once or twice. Sometimes 3 times, depending.
I thought they checked the pulse on him, right? Or they checked his heartbeat?
Yeah.
I think he's doing it in spite of the situation. I don't think they're doing it because I don't think they're going exactly according I don't think they're doing it to the exact protocol of the situation. I think they're going overboard with this guy.
I'm sure if you think about it, you'll understand.
Yeah, I understand. I guess it's the same kind of work they give you. Go and watch for that.
Okay, so he's no longer, because I remember that scene. They just took away the electric chair.
Strong case for the prosecution of James Flood for the crime of murder. However, having reviewed the district attorney's case, I find that the warrant for arrest has been improperly worded. I'm afraid I must rule that there are no grounds on which to prosecute James Flood. Mr. Flood, you are free to leave.
Yeah! Your Honor, I object. This is a travesty of justice. Because of a simple clerical error, you're letting this man go free.
Order in the court. This case is
Your Honor, I'd
dismissed.
like to take the meeting to the appellate court for a review.
Order in this court. Order in the court. Could you kill my brother? Order in this court.
Will you? The prisoners in effect.
Go ahead and pause.
I'm trying to figure out what to say there. Still.
I got nothing special against bikers. Hell, I don't hog.
Okay, yeah.
So, what do you think's going to happen now? Because they just took away the electric chair, and they just let a murderer go because of
A clinical area.
yeah.
I don't know.
You curious?
Tales from the Crypt has always been an odd series, and it's tricky. One thing that comes to mind when I hear Tales from the Crypt that I just realized is that it's kind of like a Stephen King movie, like short one of his, where it doesn't make a lot of sense, but people are still entertained at the same time. His, of course, are not, as gory as a lot of the Tales from the Crypt movies, mini movies, but they both, sometimes they don't make a lot of sense.
So whoever wrote Tales from the Crypt, I have to give props to you, genius.
They know their stuff, and they got that kind of mind that draws a certain fan base. So I'll say that much.
I mean, I'm a huge fan of horror, so therefore that's why I say genius.
Yeah. All right, let's watch.
Myself once upon a time. Bikers bleeding freedom. Don't want nobody to lean on them, and they don't get a good goddamn what the society thinks of them. See, they figure they're throwbacks to real Americans. You know what the country was all about before it all went to hell? With big city lawyers, and computers, corporations, time clocks, and what all. There's a lot to be said for that. Those ain't bad ideas. But this biker, Jimmy Flood, now he went way out of line. And he ought to pay.
I say, let's leave the suspense in. Now, if you guys want to see what happens,
let us know. This is Tales from the Crypt Season 1, Episode 1, The Man Who Was Death.
Like I said, link to the original video will be down below in the description now. So
yes.
That's the full screen.
Okay.
Now, I want all of you to remember where I left off at and why I didn't let it play out. You'll get to see why, like, if you've never seen Tales from the Crypt, you'll see why this is an interesting show. And this is just one episode. They're all different. Dad, any thoughts?
It is interesting. There's one guy he was in the electric chair. But as far as the whole concept, yes, it's messed up that a guy gets let off due to a clinical error. I don't know what's going to happen, but that's kind of the odd thing about Tales from the Crypt. You really never know, usually until near the end. I think that maybe doing a part 2 to this reaction video would be a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hear some comments. Do you want to see more of this clip of this movie? Obviously, we're not going to start it all over again. We pick up kind of from this area.
That's right.
But give us some comments. Let us know if you liked what you saw so far. Give us some comments. You want to see another part of this movie and kind of see how it played out. They are short films. I think this was like 26 minutes altogether.
I think they're all about 26 to 28 minutes on each.
Okay, so the next one should be able to more or less conclude what happened in the first part. So if you want to see a part 2 to this same movie, same series, and all this, let us know. Subscribe, share, comment, like. And like I said, sharing does so much. Sharing spreads the word so fast. Or it can. But it's got to be people that are into horror content and into this kind of stuff, which we do a variety. If you like people that like taking devices out and walking around cemeteries, share with them. Just because this video doesn't mean other ones won't.
Yeah.
If abandoned buildings, we haven't done a lot of those, but those are tricky. So we're trying to do a variety. Next week might be able to be a more variety. It may not. It's probably not going to be a reaction video at all, because we need to keep the variety going.
Yes.
But
and
so
keep in mind,
yes, definitely.
Keep in mind too, like my dad said, it was messed up that a guy got let out for murder due to clinical error. But remember too, where I left off, the guy just took some wire and had electricity clearly flowing into it.
Mm-hmm.
Let that be a suspense factor, like, what was he doing with that wire?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he's probably got plans. He probably does. He's probably, in his mind, he's probably thinking about that.
I don't remember exactly what happens, but I'm going to let the viewer
definitely don't.
wait.
Yeah.
And you wait too.
Yeah. Okay, well, anyways. Alright, so,
All
go
right.
ahead. Give them what you gotta give them.
So, don't forget to drop, like my dad said, don't forget to drop a like, smash that subscribe button, don't forget to hit the bell right beside where it says subscribe, don't forget to leave a comment, and also be sure to share. And until the next one, ready, Dad?
Okay.
Alright, see you guys in the next one.